Hello again, this is Russell Visser from Northwest Physiotherapy Group. We're here to welcome you to the Physio Files. We're going to give the fifth talk in our series on the 5 main causes of leg pain, and today Graham is going to talk about sciatica. Graham.
Thanks, Russell. So sciatica is pain that is felt in the back of the thigh mainly, the posterior thigh, and may radiate down into the calf and sometimes into the foot and toes. Now it's pain that is felt in those regions but is originating from the lower back mainly.
Graham, how do you know when you've got sciatic pain?
Thanks, Russell. Good question. Well, sciatic pain is generally either a dull aching pain that is fairly constant, or it can be a sharp shooting pain that occurs intermittently. Now it can start for no real reason, and it usually starts slowly. It can relate back to something you've done recently that's involved putting pressure on your lower back, for example, such as bending or lifting or pushing or pulling movements that may be out of the ordinary to what you normally do. It can also result from prolonged sitting, such as a long car drive or a long plane trip, particularly if it's turbulent, and it is usually aggravated by those type activities as well. So prolonged sitting or standing can make the pain worse, or things like bending forward to pick things up from the floor, getting up from a chair, putting your socks and shoes on in the morning, those repetitive actions, or anything that increases the load through the lumbar spine, such as lifting movements, lifting the kids, for example, moving furniture around, those type of things.
Graham, what causes sciatica?
Thank you, Russell. Good question. So sciatica is mainly caused by an irritation of the sciatic nerve. The sciatic nerve comes from the lumbar segments L3 to 5 in the lower back, and it joins together and it goes through the pelvis and down the back of the thigh. Its main role is to supply the muscles and the skin down the leg, particularly the back of the leg. So irritation of the sciatic nerve can come about through a number of reasons. I'll just grab my model here and explain to you. So one cause of sciatica is pressure on the nerve from a disc bulge or prolapse. Okay, so we've got here a model of the spine, and you can see the discs in between the vertebral bodies here, and these are the vertebral bodies. That's a nerve there, so these would form together the sciatic nerve, and if there's a disc bulge or protrusion here, it can put pressure on the nerve. So that's one cause of compression on the nerve. You can also have a facet joint here, which are joints in the spine, which can become swollen or irritated or inflamed, and that can also put pressure on the nerve. The third thing that can cause irritation or pressure on the nerve is what's called osteophytes, which are little bony outgrowths which may project into the exit holes for the nerve and cause irritation of the nerve. Okay, so the other causes of sciatic pain could be from a nerve entrapment. So the sciatic nerve, as it passes outside of this hole in the pelvis here, can be entrapped around a muscle called the piriformis muscle, and that can give you sciatic pain as well. Another source of sciatic pain can be the SIJ, and in general some muscle dysfunction around the pelvic or lumbar region can put pressure on nerves and give you this pain also.
Graham, what can I do about sciatica?
Okay. Now, the best way to manage sciatica in the early phases is to try and rest from the things that are making it, the problem worse. So if you're sitting for long periods of time or standing and that's making the problem worse, try and rest and lie down. But you don't want to do this for more than a couple of days, and monitor if it settles or not. The other thing you can try is a heat pack on your lower back. That can relax the muscles and that can take pressure off the lower back. But all these things are temporary measures, and if the pain persists, particularly for more than a few days, and obviously if it's affecting your function, ability to work and move around and that sort of thing, you need to get it properly assessed by a GP or a physiotherapist. Now, if the pain persists for more than 48 hours, it's very important to have this fully assessed. Sciatic pain can be quite confusing because the pain is felt in the leg but is often originating from the lumbar spine. Now, you may not have lower back pain or any symptoms in the lower back, but that doesn't mean it can't necessarily come from that region. So that underlies the importance of having a thorough assessment to find out what are the structures likely to be causing this problem. As physiotherapists, we're trained to examine the musculoskeletal system, particularly the lumbar joints and up through the spine. We examine range of movement. We also do some neurological tests to determine how irritated the nerves are, and we can also do some strength tests to determine if strength or muscle imbalances are contributing to this problem. For more information about sciatica and lower back pain, you can get onto our website nwpg.com.au, and there's a free report on back pain that you can access via the website, or contact us at the clinic on 9370 5654. Thank you and enjoy your day.